Hey guys, welcome out to Split Oak Forest again. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I did bring my detector with me, but I want to give you guys a little bit of a history of the area. This area was originally set aside as a mitigation forest for the threatened gopher tortoises as they've been developing here in Florida. They used to just bury them alive, and it's really been hurting their numbers. So they set this forest aside as a mitigation forest to relocate the gopher tortoises out here. I'll show you some of that. But my main reason for coming out today is I wanted to show you guys what I found while I was hiking out here, which is the McCrory Ranch Tower. That's the area I've been metal detecting around. So I'm going to take a hike out there. It's down this way about a mile off the trail. Most people don't even know it's there. The few that do originally thought it was something for agriculture. So I'm going to get walking. I'll get out there and I will let you know when I get there. All right. So here's my buddy today that came in and greeted me. It's a little gopher tortoise. This area is actually a mitigation forest. The gopher tortoises are threatened, so they set this land aside to protect these guys. So we'll kind of leave him alone, let him do his thing. He's probably going to be out here digging too. Catch you on that first signal. So this is the McCrory Ranch Tower. It was built in the 1930s. There was a light on top of it. It was used for navigation of aircraft between Orlando and Melbourne, Florida, before radar. It was operational from about 1930 something up until 1950s, and there was a homestead right near here too. Originally it was orange. You can kind of see some of the orange paint. Let's take a little trip up to the top. It's still pretty stable. I've been up here a couple times. This tree came right up through it, which makes it difficult to move around. As you can see, this was the light base. It was probably a backup battery and the electronics down in there. We still have a grounding wire coming off of it, which is surprising. Yeah, this is the tower. None of these trees were here when this was built, so it wasn't really a forest, it was a cattle ranch. You can get a good view around of the area. Down over on the other side of these pine trees, there was a house. There's another one over here somewhere. And we probably had a structure right here too that would have housed the backups for the batteries and whatever else this tower needed in order to sustain itself. It was used for the aircraft coming in and out, particularly those that were pre-radar. They could see the tower from 10 miles away. So this is exactly 10 miles from Orlando International Airport. I will put a link down in the description with the GPS coordinates for this location. It is in the protected area of Split Oak Forest, so there can't be developments done here, which is kind of nice. It gives an opportunity to get out and see nature. It's open to the public, sunrise to sunset. But yeah, this is my tower that I've been telling everybody about in my videos. kind of a nice view from up here too. Sit up here and have my lunch sometime. I will catch you all later. Alright guys, just got done doing the video on the tower. I just wanted to give you guys a quick short one on that. Swinging around the area where I think that the battery house and generator house was, and I just got a signal about a 46 on the AT Pro. It's about 6 inches down, so we're going to dig that, see what we can find. We'll be right back with you. Alright, so that's pretty cool. About 8 inches down, so that's about the time frame I'm looking at. That looks like a bulb battery, or a light bulb of some sort. Sweet. It's definitely the right spot. There's my first head stamp of the day. Peter's number 12. So it's got some age on it since Peter's isn't in business. Alright, we had a nice 75-80 signal, and looks like it's an old bottle cap. Might have some writing on there. Does have some writing up on there. I'll have to clean it up a little bit when I get home, and we'll see it in the wrap-up. Second head stamp on the day. Another Peter's 12 gauge. Kind of cool. Alright guys, I'm getting a great signal in here. So I thought I'd break out the camera. See if I can find it with you guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was a good signal. Don't know if you guys can see this yet. Look what we've got there. Oh, she's super thin. Look at that baby. That's number 3 out here. I love finding these. Alright guys, I don't know if you can see it or not. I got the date off of that Mercury. It is 1918. This is the oldest coin that I've found in this area. It is very worn. Probably the most worn coin I've gotten out here, but definitely identifiable, datable. Wow, I love this. Oh my gosh. This, my friends, is a 1920s or World War II Army trench lighter. Hole in the back to put a lanyard on. Your flint went in here. There would have been a striker, a little cap that went over this, and this would have filled with kerosene or butane. This is amazing. And it was only maybe an inch down right here. That's cool. Alright, so we are back at the house now. Do a quick little wrap up here, show you guys what we found today. We did have a pretty good time climbing up the tower and getting to look around out there, so that was kind of nice. So here are the finds for today. Alright, we found a lot of junk. Old beam, probably to the house, a bunch of scraps, wire, nails. Find a lot of that out there. Did find some old glass. This one was kind of interesting because it's so thick. Got us a piece of pottery. I found another piece of this. I think it's a bowl from a while ago, and a little terracotta piece. We did find a piece of an old boot. Just the heel. We found that light bulb. That was our first find of the day. It kind of fell apart in my bag, so that's kind of a bummer. But that probably went to the tower at one point. We got a spoon, just a modern one. Somebody probably dropped it. Stamped stainless steel on the back. Probably dropped it. They were going out camping or something. 3 little pieces of brass. Those 2 Peters head stamps. Those are pre-1960. Peters Cartridge Company. They went out of business sometime in the 60s. I think Remington bought them out. And then we did find the cap here. Turns out it's some kind of gin imported from London. Didn't clean up as nicely as I'd like to, and didn't want to scratch it more than I did. So we stopped right there. Then we found our 1918 Mercury. Extremely worn, but that was a great find. And then my best find for the day was this old trench lighter. It's pretty beat up and flattened. Wasn't expecting that. The area does have some military history, being that Orlando International Airport and that tower were actually part of the military base that's now the airport. McCoy Field is what it was known as at the time. So there would have been military personnel in the area maintaining that light, most likely. So overall not a bad day. Found some good stuff. Not as much as I usually do, but finding the dime and finding the trench lighter definitely make up for that. So until next time, get out there, have fun. Don't forget, down below, like, subscribe, share, get out there, have fun, look for treasures, and we will see you at that next good signal.